This is Tony T here from Tony'sPicks.com with our college football pick show here. Week 9, part 2. We'll have 9 games from Saturday. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. And if you're looking for my best bets, my premium picks, click that link in the description. That'll take you to my page here at Tony'sPicks.com. Let's get started here. We'll start with Arkansas and Mississippi State here. Action for Saturday. Arkansas moves to 4-3 after their 34-10 home win to LSU. Razorbacks gained 277 yards, 38 rushing for 2 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 393 yards to the Tigers with 158 rushing for 4.3 yards a carry. Taylon Green here, 21-31 passing for 239 yards with a touchdown and pick. Mississippi State fell to 1-6, a 34-24 home defeat to Texas A&M. The Bulldogs gained 377 yards, 125 rushing for 3.5 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 353 yards to the Aggies with 217 passing on 25 attempts. Michael Van Buren here, 22 of 41 passing for 242 yards with 3 touchdowns and a pick. Now, Arkansas, a good offensive team as they rush for 177 yards with 4.7 yards per attempt. The team throws for 8.2 yards per pass attempt. They limit teams to 3.7 yards a carry, 6.8 yards per pass attempt. Mississippi State rushes for 3.5 yards a carry. The defenses failed the Bulldogs by allowing 5 yards a carry with 72% completion rate, 8.3 yards per pass attempt. These numbers are worse in conference play. Arkansas 12-4 to the spread on the road. Mississippi State 1-5 the spread as a road underdog. As a home underdog here, the play here will be on Arkansas here at -7. All right, next up we've got Georgia State and our Appalachian State here for Saturday's action. Georgia State fell to 2-4, a 35-20 road defeat at Marshall. The Panthers gained 427 yards, 218 rushing for 6 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 427 yards to Thundering Herd with 295 rushing for 8 yards a carry. Christian Velo, 2 of 4 passing for 17 yards. Zach Gibson took over, hitting 19 of 32 for 192 yards with 2 touchdowns. He rushed for 35 yards in the game. App State sits at 2-4, a 34-24 road defeat at Louisiana. The Mountaineers produced 391 yards, 155 rushing for 4.4 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 364 yards to the Raging Cajuns with 166 rushing for 4.6 yards a carry. Joe Aguilar, 20 of 42 passing for 236 yards with 3 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Georgia State in conference passing for 275 yards, 6.5 yards per pass attempt. They've improved in pass defense in the past 3 games, allowing 59% completion rate. App State struggles with quarterback accuracy and a poor defensive team, allowing 5.7 yards a carry, 8.7 yards per pass attempt. They are allowing 6.1 yards a carry and 7.9 yards per pass attempt against the Sun Belt. Play will be Georgia State here at +8. Central Michigan and Miami, Ohio college football pick for Saturday. Central Michigan fell to 3-4 after their 38-34 road defeat to Eastern Michigan. The Chippewas put up 383 yards, 285 rushing for 6.3 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 450 yards to the Eagles with 300 passing on 38 attempts. Tyler Jefferson here, 2 of 8 passing for 6 yards. He rushed for 79 yards in the game. Jefferson was a third string, forced into action due to injuries to Labus and Emmanuel. Miami, Ohio now 3-4, a 30-20 home win to Ohio in the game. The Redhawks gained 328 yards, 150 rushing for 5 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 291 yards to the Bobcats with 181 passing on 43 attempts. Brett Gabbert, 14-21 passing for 178 yards and 3 touchdowns. Gabbert completed 14 of 21 passes for 178 yards and 3 touchdowns. CMU quarterback situation is a concern here. The Chippewas in conference allows 4.9 yards per rush, 244 yards passing for 7.3 yards per pass attempt. In their past 3 games, they've allowed 8.3 yards per pass attempt. Miami, Ohio in conference rushes for 4.8 yards a carry with 8.7 yards per pass attempt. Their defense against the MAC allows 2.8 yards a carry with 5.7 yards per pass attempt. Central Michigan 1-8 to the spread on the road in conference. Play will be Miami, Ohio at -12. Temple and East Carolina college football pick Saturday. Temple now 2-5 after their 20-10 home win at Tulsa. The Owls gained 397 yards, 81 rushing for 2.9 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 245 yards to the Golden Hurricane with 75 rushing yards for 2.4 yards a carry. Evan Simon, 30 of 46 passing for 297 yards with a touchdown and pick. East Carolina fell to 4-5, a 45-28 home defeat to Army. The Pirates produced 369 yards, 87 rushing for 4.2 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 442 yards to the Black Knights with 295 rushing for 5.3 yards a carry. Caden Hauser, 24 of 38 passing for 282 yards with 3 touchdowns and a pick. He had a rushing touchdown in the game. Pirates fired their head coach now in his fifth season. The Owls rushed for only 2.9 yards a carry. Their passing game struggles on the road at 5.3 yards per pass attempt. In conference play, Temple allows 5.7 yards per carry, 8.1 yards per pass attempt. ECU passing game at home, averaging 8.6 yards per pass attempt, and they hold teams just 2.5 yards a carry there. Temple 1-5. The spread on the road is an underdog of +3.5 to +10 points. Play here will be East Carolina -7. BYU and UCF college football pick Saturday. BYU now 7-0 after their 38-35 home win to Oklahoma State. The Cougars put up 473 yards, 255 rushing for 7.1 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 421 yards to the Cowboys with 269 rushing yards for 7.3 yards a carry. Jake Resloff, 13 of 26 passing for 218 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 picks. He rushed for 81 yards and a touchdown. UCF now 3-4 with a 38-35 road defeat at Iowa State. The Knights gained 414 yards, 354 rushing for 9.1 yards a carry. Defensively, they surrendered 530 yards to the Cyclones with 256 rushing for 5.2 yards a carry. Ja'Cory Brown, 8 of 20 passing for 62 yards and 2 picks. He rushed for 154 yards and 2 touchdowns. BYU has run effectively this season with 4.7 yards a carry, gaining efficiency at the quarterback position with 8 yards per pass attempt. The Cougars' strong defensive play is carried on the road, where they allow 2.6 yards per rush, 50% completion rate, 5.2 yards per pass attempt. UCF passing game has struggled in their past 3 games, where they've completed 51% of their passes with 6.4 yards per pass attempt. They're allowing 302 yards passing against the Big 12 with 7 yards per pass attempt. Player will be on BYU minus the 1.5. Eastern Michigan and Akron college football pick Saturday. Eastern Michigan improved to 5-2 with their 38-34 home win to Central Michigan. The Eagles put up 450 yards, 150 rushing for 3.6 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 383 yards to Chippewas with 285 rushing for 6.3 yards a carry. Cole Snyder, 17 of 38 passing for 300 yards with 3 touchdowns and a pick. He rushed for 48 yards and a touchdown. Akron fell to 1-6. A 34-24 road defeat at Western Michigan. The Zips put up 501 yards, 88 rushing for 3.3 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 387 yards to the Broncos with 196 rushing for 5 yards a carry. Ben Finley, 24 of 36 passing for 395 yards. Eastern Michigan has struggled on the ground with 3.4 yards a carry. Pass defense is an issue as the Zips allow 65% completion rate for 9.1 yards per pass attempt. The pass defense for EMU is worse on the road. Akron in conference completes 67% of their passes for 7.5 yards per pass attempt. They are 4-2 as a home underdog. Play here will be Akron at +3. Southern Miss and James and Madison college football pick Saturday. Southern Miss fell to 1-6, a 44-28 home defeat to Arkansas State. The Golden Eagles gained 367 yards, 180 rushing for 3.8 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 467 yards to the Redwoods with 281 rushing for 7.2 yards a carry. Ethan Crawford, 15 of 23 passes for 187 yards with a pick. He rushed for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. James Madison drops to 5-2, a 28-14 road defeat at Georgia Southern. The Dukes put up 256 yards with 68 rushing for 2.1 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 405 yards to the Eagles with 190 rushing for 4.8 yards a carry. Alonzo Barrett here, 22 of 41 passing for 186 yards with a touchdown. He rushed for 20 yards in the game. Southern Miss numbers offensively a bit better in conference with 3.9 yards a carry and 7 yards per pass attempt. Madison has struggled against the Sun Belt with 4 yards a carry and issues with accuracy and efficiency in the passing game. Play here will be on Southern Miss at plus the 24.5. Northern Illinois and Ball State college football pick Saturday. Northern Illinois fell to 4-3 after their 13-6 home defeat to Toledo. The Huskies gained 391 yards, 181 rushing for 3.9 yards a carry. On defense, they allowed 185 yards to the Rockets with 133 rushing for 3.6 yards a carry. Ethan Hampton was out due to an injury last week and questionable here. John Holst hit 22 of 46 passes for 210 yards. He rushed for 48 yards in the game. Ball State now 2-5. A 24-14 road defeat at Vanderbilt. The Cardinals put up 268 yards, 78 rushing for 3.5 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 420 yards to the Commodores, 275 passing yards on 31 attempts. Caden Simonza, 21-29 passing for 190 yards and a touchdown. Northern Illinois has rushed for 4.6 yards a carry with 6.6 yards per pass attempt. They have defended well against the MAC by allowing 3 yards a carry here, 51% completion rate, 5.3 yards per pass attempt. Ball State against the MAC has given up 39 points a game and 5.8 yards per rush and 67% completion rate for 9.9 yards per pass attempt. Northern Illinois 11-5 with the spread on the road. Play will be Northern Illinois here at minus the 12. Kent and Western Michigan college football pick Saturday. Kent 0-7 after their 27-6 road defeat to Bowling Green. The Golden Flashes gained at 204 yards, 126 rushing for 5 yards a carry. Defensively, they allowed 434 yards to the Falcons with 313 passing on 27 attempts. Tommy Olatowski 7-27 passing for 78 yards and 2 interceptions. Western Michigan 4-3 with their 48-41 road win at Buffalo. The Broncos produced 489 yards with 209 rushing for 5.2 yards a carry. Eventually, they allowed 551 yards to the Bulls with 309 passing on 34 attempts. Hayden Wolf 20-31 passing for 280 yards and 3 touchdowns. Kent has shown improvement in the passing game against the MAC with 272 yards passing, 8.8 yards per pass attempt. They allowed 4.3 yards a carry to conference foes. Central Michigan giving up 36 points per game in MAC play and also allowing 350 yards passing with 9.8 yards per pass attempt against the conference. Player will be Kent at plus the 17. For more free pick videos, be sure to subscribe to our channel. And if you're looking for my best bet, my premium picks, click the link in the description. That'll take you to my page here at Tony'sPicks.com. And if you like this video, give us a like, a thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. I'm Tony T. We will talk with you guys later.